Welcome to the Naughties, a decade of automotive awesomeness. We're counting down the hottest cars from 2000 to 2010. Forget your sensible hatchbacks. We're talking about cars that made your soul sing with envy and admiration. Get ready to rev your engines and take a trip down memory lane with some of the most iconic rides of the decade. We've got beasts of engineering, Italian stallions, and a certain German masterpiece that could outhandle a mountain goat on roller skates. So buckle up, petrolheads, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's kick things off with the Bugatti Veyron, a car so fast it makes a fighter jet look slow. This wasn't just about brute force. It was a luxury liner disguised as a land-based missile. Inside, you'd find more leather than a herd of cows and enough gadgets to make James Bond jealous. But let's be honest, we're all here for one thing, that engine. A monstrous 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine producing 1,001 horsepower. It could propel this beast to a top speed of 253 miles per hour. Driving the Veyron was like holding onto a rocket as it blasted off. You'd need nerves of steel and a bottomless wallet to tame this beast. The Veyron was more than just a car, it was a statement. A statement that screamed, "Look at me! I'm ludicrously expensive, outrageously fast, and I'm here to rewrite the laws of physics." Next up, we're heading to Italy for a date with a legend, the Ferrari Enzo. Named after the company's founder, this car was a rolling testament to everything Ferrari stands for: performance, passion, and exclusivity. The Enzo was a masterpiece of automotive sculpture, with its low-slung body and dramatic curves. Under the hood lurked a naturally aspirated 6-liter V12 engine producing 651 horsepower. The sound it made? Pure music to any car enthusiast's ears. It handled like a dream, dancing through corners with grace and tenacity. Only 400 Enzos were ever made, making it one of the most exclusive Ferraris ever. If you were lucky enough to own one, you weren't just driving a car, you were driving a piece of automotive history. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the realm of the Porsche Carrera GT. This car gets under your skin, seducing you with its every curve and growl. The first thing that hits you about the Carrera GT is its looks. Those sculpted lines in that iconic rear engine cover were pure automotive art. The heart of this beast was a 5.7-liter naturally aspirated V10 engine, derived from a Le Mans racing program. It screamed to 8,400 revolutions per minute, producing 610 horsepower of pure German thunder. The Carrera GT wasn't just about brute force, it was a precision instrument. The steering was telepathic, the gearbox a joy to use, and the handling could carve through corners with surgical precision. Driving the Carrera GT was an experience that stayed with you long after you handed back the keys. It was, and still is, a legend. If you wanted a car that screamed, "Look at me," louder than a rock star at a karaoke bar, the Lamborghini Murcielago was for you. This car was about as subtle as a brick to the face, and that's what we loved about it. The Murcielago was a Lamborghini in its purest form. It was wide, low, and had doors that swung up like wings. It packed a 6.2-liter V12 engine, producing 542 horsepower. It could hit a top speed of 205 miles per hour. The noise? Imagine a symphony being strangled by a loud lion. But it wasn't just about noise. It was a great car to drive. And finally, we come to a car that proved Americans could build a supercar to rival the best from Europe, the Ford GT. The original Ford GT40 was a legend, built to beat Ferrari at Le Mans, and it did 4 times in a row. When Ford announced a modern-day interpretation, the world went crazy. The new GT lived up to the hype with its long, low-slung profile and iconic round headlights. Under the hood lay a 5.4-liter supercharged V8 engine, pumping out 550 horsepower. It could hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds and top out at nearly 205 miles per hour. But the GT wasn't just about brute force, it handled like a dream. The Ford GT was a fitting tribute to the legend that came before it. Well, there you have it, folks. Our top picks for the hottest cars from 2000 to 2010. It was a decade of automotive excess, where horsepower reigned supreme and supercars roamed the earth. From the earth-shattering speed of the Bugatti Veyron to the raw passion of the Lamborghini Murcielago, These cars weren't just vehicles, they were icons. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome car content. Which car from 2000 to 2010 is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.